Walk with me.
Good afternoon and welcome to day number 2 of CES. I finally get to do what I came here to do, and that's to play a friendly match of ping pong with Forpheus, Omron's automated machine. As you guys know, Omron sponsored this video. They asked me to come out and try out some of their technologies, and when I first heard that there was a thing called Forpheus, a robot that played ping pong, I could not pass up the opportunity for 2 reasons. One, I obviously love ping pong and I wanted to play a friendly match with Forpheus, so I couldn't pass up that opportunity. 2, I wanted to experience CES in a different light, not in the traditional light that I'm used to experiencing it, but I wanted to be here as a spectator. I wanted to be here as a consumer, somebody that enjoys technology, which I do. So immediately I said yes, and then we got into the details and all that stuff, all the good stuff. But you know, when they said, "Hey, we want to sponsor you to come out and do a video on Forpheus and that technology," I was super excited about it. Now, what Forpheus is this automated machine. It looks incredible, by the way. The silk smooth lines around the edges of this robot are just pristine and amazing. But its technology, it's got 2 tracking devices on either side of the front-facing camera. Okay, so it looks at you and it learns your abilities. It kind of learns the way that you move. It kind of learns and detects patterns in the way that you volley. And these 2 sensors on either side of the eye essentially track the ball, and that's how it determines the velocity, the speed, and with some very complex mathematics, it predicts where the ball is going to land. For humans, obviously, we have pattern recognition. We can see depth of field, and we can adjust as the volley is coming your way. So immediately I said, all right, I definitely want to try it. And the smoothness of this thing, okay, it wasn't loud, it wasn't, you couldn't hear the machinery working. The smoothness of this thing was incredible, and it's self-serving, which is actually pretty cool. So from a training standpoint, it also tracks your improvements. It tracks how well you did on the first set of volleys, on the second set of volleys, on the third, and so on and so forth. So it gives you and tracks you and gives you all this analytical data, which will allow you to determine what areas of improvement you need to work on. What I liked most about Forpheus, 1 was how friendly it was, but 2, how it spoke to you every single time that you were rushing a shot, or every single time that you were stepping out of your pattern or reacting too quickly, or not picking your shots. It told you slow down or take it easy. So it gave you some cool words of encouragement as it went along. That technology to me is one of the cooler ones that I've experienced here at CES. The other thing that I got to experience at Omron Automation was their vestibular ocular reflex technology. I said that really fast, so I'll slow it down. Vestibular ocular reflex technology. What this technology does is that it helps detect whether or not you're too tired to drive. As you know, there are some occasions where a driver may be too tired to drive, and what this technology does is it tracks your pupils, your pupil movement, your head movement, and it can predict 2 minutes in advance whether or not you're gonna be too tired to do that. How it does that? Well, it's pattern recognition on your face, so 3D modeling on the face, and what it does is that every single movement that you do with your pupils, and the second they start slowing down, or the blinking starts to slow down a little bit, that's when it'll give you a warning. And that warning is the same warning that you get in some automobiles now, nowadays, where if you're veering off too much to the left and it detects the shoulder line, it'll give you a buzz on the steering wheel or on your seat. So this technology could offer some sort of warning that says, you know what, pull over, go to the next rest station, or find the nearest Starbucks, which to me is really, really cool. As a father, I worry about all these different things that I have to protect my little girl. So I make sure that I think of every single scenario that could possibly happen, and the safer the roads are, the better anybody will feel. I mean, who doesn't want roads to be safer? It protects you from yourself. It protects others from you if you're too tired and you decided to drive. So I think that from a technology standpoint, where I think it could go, in my opinion, is that it won't only just track whether or not you're too tired to drive, but sometimes people choose to drive under the influence, and obviously when you're under the influence, your ability to react the way that you would when you're not is a lot quicker and a lot quicker and a lot more natural. You blink differently, you look differently, your eyes sometimes are pointing in the wrong direction. So I think that that's a really, really cool technology that I'm super excited to see come to the market. This event for me was a little bit of an eye opener. You know, as a person of the industry, I often tend to overlook something that's so cool that's in front of me because I am there to do a job. But it opened my eyes. I think that from here on out, I'm gonna be a little bit better at enjoying an actual show for what it's got to offer. Just in case I run into some really, really cool technologies, like the technologies that we ran into this weekend. Before I go, I do want to thank Omron for the opportunity to fly me out here to make me experience their technology and ultimately CES in a manner that I haven't in a very, very long time. I'm gonna end the vlog right here. Everybody, if you guys have any questions regarding the technology, I'm gonna leave a link in the description. You guys can click there and you guys can go check it out. But I do appreciate you guys sticking through this. Tomorrow we fly to LA for the first game opener for the Houston Outlaws. Super excited to see my boys play. Super excited to see them dominate. Super excited to see this brand just explode in a manner that we've only seen once or twice before. All right. Again, thank you for tuning in, everybody. If you guys enjoyed the video, please remember not leave without leaving a like. Having said that, boys and girls, and with that said, I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully, no, not hopefully, definitely, as usual. Then, as per usual, at the same damn
Leave a like on the video.